Ellie over there is going to be clicking for my presentation. Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about Fleetwood Mac. Not just the music, but the story behind the band that made them so unforgettable. You might know a few of their songs, like Dreams or Go Your Own Way, but there's a lot more to this band than just catchy tunes. Their sound, their history, and especially the drama behind the scenes, all played a huge role in shaping who they were and why the music still connects with people today. Their story is full of talent, tension, and timeless songs, and I think it's a story worth sharing. Let's start from the beginning. Fleetwood Mac was originally formed in 1967 in London by drummer Mick Fleetwood and guitarist Peter Green. At first, they were a blues band, very different from the sound most people know today. Over time, the band went through many lineup changes, and each new member brought something different to the group. One of the biggest changes happened in the mid-1970s, when Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks joined. Their voices, songwriting, and overall style transformed Fleetwood Mac's sound into something more emotional and pop-influenced. That version of Fleetwood Mac, with Mick Fleetwood, John McVie, Christine McVie, Stevie Nicks, and Lindsey Buckingham, is the one that became iconic. Now, their most famous and one of the best-selling albums of all time is Rumors, which was released in 1977. What's wild about Rumors is that even though it sounds amazing, it was created during one of the most dramatic and difficult times in the band's history. The members were going through personal breakups, arguments, and even some moments of not speaking to each other, all while trying to make music together. Lindsey and Stevie had just broken up, Christine and John McVie were splitting, and Mick Fleetwood was dealing with issues in his own relationship. But instead of falling apart, they put their emotion into music. You can really feel it in songs like The Chain, where the tension and passion are basically built into every note. That honesty is part of what makes the album so powerful. They were telling their own stories in a way that people could feel and relate to. For my last point, I want to talk about why Fleetwood Mac still matters today. Even though most of their biggest hits came out decades ago, their music keeps coming back. You've probably heard Dreams on TikTok or in movies, and new fans keep discovering them every year. Their lyrics talk about real things like love, heartbreak, and change. Things everyone experiences. On top of that, their harmonies, their mix of rock and pop, and their ability to blend emotion with great songwriting have inspired tons of artists that came after them. Musicians today still talk about how Fleetwood Mac influenced their sound. So whether you're already a fan like myself or just hearing about them for the first time,